Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, back again for another NHL 17 beta video. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a very important tip on how to unlock a lot of synergy bonuses for your Hockey Ultimate Team lineup. So in a previous video for you guys, I showed you guys my Hockey Ultimate Team lineup and did a little team update and showed you guys that I currently have, with this lineup that I have right now, I have 4 total synergies active, 3 of which are for specific players and then 1 for the entire team. I only have 4 players on my squad right now, which would be Ryan Kesler, Bobby Ryan, Devin Dubnyk, and Marc-Edouard Vlasic, who do not have a synergy attached to them other than the team one. But as you guys can see, I have the passing playmaker, wicked wrister, and offensive juggernaut player synergies active. So all of these players are getting their specific bonuses for those synergies. But then I also have the tape to tape synergy active, which having Shattenkirk, Lindholm, Lettinen, and Ivansky on my team, they allow me to give a +3 bonus to passing, offensive awareness, and poise to every single one of my players on the squad. So that's a really cool tip, a really cool synergy to have active there, to have every single player on my team getting a nice little bonus to the synergies. But there is a way where you guys can actually have a decent lineup. I'll say decent if you have some good pack luck. You can have a decent lineup and still have a lot of player specific and team synergies active. So if you guys are doing the sets and you're opening up packs, there's a very specific team that you should be keeping your eye out for. But first off, let's go to the synergy glossary and show you guys what I mean. So if we look at the player synergies most specifically, other than the net front presence synergy and the offensive juggernaut synergy, everything else requires a total of 4 points in order to activate that synergy for that specific player. So if you have those active, it'll obviously give you the bonuses to the players which you put on your team. And then as we go to the team synergies, they're a little bit more expensive. One-timer, efficiency, long-range bombers, and team wheel all require 8, while the cycle game, tape-to-tape, team shot blocking, and it's a trap only require 6 points. Now, let's get back to exactly what I was talking about. If you're doing the sets and packs, there's a very specific team which you should keep your eye out open for. If you pull any of those players in the sets, in the set packs, or in the regular packs themselves, you might want to consider keeping them for your team. And that's why we're going to go to the collections here, and we're going to go to the Vancouver Canucks and show you guys exactly what I mean. So let's do the player profiles for all these guys. We'll first start off with Henrik Sedin. Obviously, Henrik Sedin is an 87 overall playmaker, center playmaker. But look at the synergy for Henrik Sedin. Henrik Sedin has a TT synergy, which is the tape to tape synergy. Remember, as I showed you guys from the team synergy glossary, in order to have the tape to tape team passing synergy active, you need 6 points. Henrik Sedin's card gives half of what is required of the tape to tape passing synergy. Let's look at Daniel Sedin, 87 overall left wing playmaker. He also has the tape to tape passing synergy. So if you guys get lucky and you pull both of the Sedins and you put them on your lineup with 2 players, you have already completed the tape to tape synergy active. So you will have the tape to tape synergy active on your HUT team with 2 players. And that means every other player that you put on your squad, you will automatically have those +3 to passing, offensive awareness, and poise in your lineup. Just through 2 players, just with both of the Sedins, you can have that synergy active. But let's keep moving along. Christopher Tanev, he gives 4 points to the CG, which is the cycle game. You need 6 points in order to have the cycle game active. Chris Tanev gives 2/3 of what the synergy is required to activate that. And he's a decent overall card. He's 86 overall as a defensive defenseman, a solid defensive defenseman on your team. So if you can get Christopher Tanev and then just another person who can maybe, like 2 players who could give a +1 to the cycle game, or maybe if we go through this lineup, you can find another card that'll give a +2 to the cycle game, you can have that full team synergy active. A lot of these Canucks players give the team synergies, which is really, really awesome. It's kind of low key in the beta, but if you went into the collections and looked this up, this is really, really important. But let's keep moving along. Alexander Edler gives 4 points to the B synergy, which I think is a player synergy. Let me see. The B synergy is the... What is the B synergy? The B synergy is the long-range bombers, which requires 8 points. Sorry, I have the sheet over here to my left, so I'm referring back to that. But Alexander Edler gives 4 points to the long-range bomber. You need 8 points to activate that. So Alexander Edler gives half of what you need for that. Dan Hamhuis, he's one of the exceptions. He only gives 1 to the SB, which is the team shot blocking. That one requires 6, so he might be in a little bit of a help there to get that synergy active. But if we keep moving along, Bo Horvat gives the FM synergy, which is a player synergy. This one's not a team one, but Bo Horvat gives the face-off master synergy. So if you have Horvat active on your squad, who has 82 for his face-offs, you can have that face-off upgrade if you put another 2 players on there with the face-off synergy. So you could put in like Mikko Koivu and another player to give the face-off master synergy. I think Jordan Staal might have one of them as well. So you can put those 2 players on your lineup, and you can have that synergy active as well for those 3 guys to get a boost in face-off. Jacob Markstrom gives 3 points to the one-timer efficiency bonus. You need 8 total points for that. He gives 3. Ryan Miller gives 4 points to the T synergy, which is the It's a Trap. Once again, 2/3 of what you need for that synergy. Erica Branson gives 4 points to the It's a Trap synergy. Once again, you have Ryan Miller and you put Erica Branson on your team, you have the It's a Trap synergy completed +2. So if you put those 2 guys on your team, you have 8 total points for the 6. 8 points total instead of the 6 for the It's a Trap synergy. So that's pretty awesome. Yannick Hansen gives the one-timer efficiency bonus +3. So that's pretty cool right there. Brandon Sutter +2 for the front for the face-off master. You put Brandon Sutter and Bo Horvat on your team, boom, face-off master synergy will be active for those 2 players, and you'll get the bonuses for the face-offs. Radim Vrbata, 2 points for the offensive juggernaut. Offensive juggernaut for a player only requires 3 points. You put Radim Vrbata and another player on your team who has an offensive juggernaut like Shane Gostisbehere, that synergy is done. Keep moving along. Berchi only gives 1 point for Dirty Dangler, so you don't have to worry about him. Ben Hutton gives 4 points to the cycle game synergy. 4 points. Once again, 2/3 of what you need for that synergy. Like, some of these Canucks players are absolutely crazy. Alexander Burrows, 2 points for the RF, which is, I think, a player synergy. What's RF? Relentless forecheck. So you need 4 total points for that. He gives half of that. Derek Dorsett is another guy you could probably skip on, but he does give 1 point to the relentless forecheck. So if you want to put him in there, go for it. Emerson Enum, 1 point for Dirty Dangler, so you could skip him. Marcus Granlund, 2 points for relentless forecheck. And then Lucas Spiza, 2 points for the Dirty Dangler. And then Jake Virtanen, 1 point for the offensive juggernaut. So as you guys can see, a lot of these lower end overall players give a little bit of a +2, at least a +2 bonus to some of the synergies. And hopefully this is what will actually be in the full release of the game. I don't want all players only giving 1 synergy. I think it's cool that some of these players will actually give you +4 or +3 or +2 bonuses to some of these synergies, especially the team ones. But pretty much every player who's a Canuck, other than Virtanen, Edom, Dorsett, Berchi, and Hamhuis, all give you at least a +2 bonus to either a team or a player synergy. So keep an eye out, guys. If you're doing your sets, like I said, and you're doing your packs, and you happen to come across a Vancouver Canuck player, I would highly consider keeping him on your squad and putting him on your squad, especially if they are a team synergy on the card. And that'll only help make your Hut team a lot better. And like I said, you may only have those maybe one bad player on your team who gives like a +4 bonus. That's okay, as long as you fill up your other team with stacked players. Does it really matter? Because your whole team is going to be stacked up just because that one player is helping you reach the team synergy mark for that. But that's just a quick little tip for you guys right there, to keep an eye out for any Vancouver Canuck players that you see or come across in the beta, because a lot of them give huge bonuses to a lot of the team synergies and the player synergies in order to make your team a lot better. So I hope you guys did enjoy that tip. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe, and let me know what your guys' favorite synergy that you guys on your team have active right now at the moment, and I will let you guys know if I come across any other little secrets throughout the beta here. But if you have Canuck players, keep them. They're going to be very, very crucial to helping you make your team a lot better. But thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys next time.